Sorry?
We're talking about Luke.
Yeah,
But there's no census in Matthew.
Yeah, but I forgot his name now.
There's no census in Matthew.
The Greek-sounding name you said.
His son,
He
Archelaus.
was a governor. He was the governor
No,
of Syria. And
No.
that
Okay, show me the census in Matthew.
What do you mean?
We'll talk about the Gospel of Luke and the census in Gospel of Luke. It doesn't mention Herod.
It doesn't have to mention.
Well, you just said it did.
No, I think either Matthew or Luke did.
Well, no, but there's no census in Matthew.
Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. No, because the whole argument relies on like which time was it? Who was in charge? That's the argument, right?
No, the argument relies upon the fact
Yeah, but like who was in charge?
at the time when Jesus was born. Yes.
So you want to know who called the census? Oh, yeah.
No,
or who was in charge?
No. What you're doing
Yeah.
is conflating Luke and Matthew. I don't want you to do that.
No, but that's what. No. But you
can't do that.
But you're pointing at those two
No.
differences.
No, I started with the Gospel of Luke.
Yeah.
Do you want to stick to the Gospel of Luke first?
All right. So, okay.
This guy, man.
There's two reasons why you have the upper hand. First of all, it's because you haven't claimed what is the thesis? What are you defending? Are you saying because there's a conflict of a contradiction between these two censuses, or who was in charge during that time, or who did the census? And that means the Gospels are contradictory. They're not the Word of God. So state what you want to state, and then back it up.
Okay.
But you're pointing out, there's a census
So
here,
I'm evident.
And then I cannot answer
no
that.
problem. I'll make my claim. I'll make my claim.
Yeah, make the claim. Yeah.
Either Matthew is not historically reliable or Luke is not historically reliable because they contradict each other on the birth of Jesus.
You mean birth? They don't contradict each other.
They do.
How?
Okay. So according to the Gospel of Matthew,
Yeah.
King Herod
Right.
is king.
Right. Let's explore that. Okay. Where does it say that? First or second?
Yeah,
I'm
read
not
it.
sure.
Okay, doing it for free. Tell him what to do. Come on, man.
Well, as well versed as you, man. You probably know it better than I do. The Herod summoned the wise man secretly as soon as it has appeared.
You think I can speak his language? But yeah, I'm from
Oh,
just beside, yeah.
Small.
Yeah.
What are you speaking?
Burmese language.
Is it like
But then when Herod died, so verse 19, chapter 2, verse 19. So we have Herod has died. Verse chapter 2.
After they've gone to Egypt,
Yeah,
Herod
after they've
dies.
come back, yeah.
No. After
They
they've
haven't
gone.
come back. Yeah, you're right. So when Herod died, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in Egypt, saying, "Rise, take the child, and come to Israel." Yeah. Then we got the John the Baptist story. But this is what I want to find the one that you are arguing about.
You've gone past it.
Have I?
Yeah.
Mentioned to be.
So according to the Gospel of Matthew, King Herod is king, and he orders the.
When?
Yeah.
Just tell me the verse, please.
So King Herod is king. Yeah, you just read it when the three wise men go to him.
But then he died off, so.
No. But then he orders the killing of the babies,
Yeah,
and then Mary and Joseph flee to Egypt,
that's right.
and then when King Herod dies, they return to Bethlehem.
Yeah, but when they referred to the time, they said during the King Herod days.
Yeah.
Right. This is a historical question. It's worth exploring now. But it's whoever was in charge.
It's not going to help you. Continue. Don't worry. It's not going to help you.
No, but I'm answering to that point.
So King Herod
Yeah.
has died.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mary and Joseph hear that King Herod has died now. So they return to Bethlehem.
Yeah.
But then they find out that his son, Archelaus, has taken over. And so they flee to a little town called Nazareth.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the birth narrative in Matthew.
Yeah.
Okay. In the Gospel of Luke, there is no King Herod.
It doesn't get mentioned.
It doesn't exist. It's over for the kings. The Herodian dynasty is finished.
But it's a point of reference, man.
No, I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you why.
Go on.
Okay, so why was there a census? Okay, the reason was the census because this was the first time in history that Judea became part of the Roman Empire. Prior to that, it was Herodian.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't. They had no taxation rights on.
Well, you can go back and say what is Roman, what is not.
No.
Because they were de jure, they were in charge.
Look, I'll say it again to you. In Judea, the King Herod was in charge, and then his son was in charge.
Right.
And then after 6 years, he was deposed. Yeah, and then that's when Judea became part of the Romans, and that's when Quirinius, governor of Syria, was appointed for the census to establish what this place has.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
But again, it's a point of reference, man.
You keep saying just a point of... Okay.
Yeah.
When did Quirinius become governor of Syria and instruct a census and be in charge of the census? When did this happen in history?
It's unknown.
No, it's not. It's
No,
documented.
there's no date to it.
There is date.
There's around this period.
No.
Between then and then.
No. It's documented by Josephus and it's documented by the Romans.
Okay.
Okay.
Even if there was a date, like I said.
Well, you said there was no date, but there is a date.
But I believe it's not. Yeah, I cannot show you right now.
So you don't believe Flavius Josephus, nor do you believe the Romans.
I have to look into it, my friend. Maybe this is. Let's go.
Just let me help you. I've been looking into it all morning before I came here. And the way I've been looking into it is I've been looking at all the rebuttals, and they're all terrible. All the explanations are terrible.
You'd say that.
No, they are.
You'd say
They
that.
are. The idea there was, he was governor twice, but the census was only once. Okay. Now, the second thing that doesn't make any sense, according to the Gospel of Luke, when the census was called, Joseph took Mary to Bethlehem.
Right.
Why?
Right. So this is something very technical now. You have to look at the chronology. I'm unprepared for that. I'll go look it up properly. But you have to look at the chronology. Where were they? Where did they go? When did they go? It's a chronology matter. But it's for you to prove your claim first. To say that this is a contradiction.
Okay.
Because
all right,
this says this.
I'll prove it.
Go on.
When did King Herod die?
Are you asking me now?
Yeah.
The year?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
4 BCE.
Yeah.
4
I was gonna
BCE.
say 6, but okay. Go
4.
on. Yeah.
When was Quirinius governor of Syria instructing the census?
I don't know that.
6 CE.
Okay.
10 years.
Okay. So what does that?
It proves King Herod cannot be king at the birth of Jesus according to Gospel of Luke.
But they're referring to the time of King Herod. They're just referring to a time.
No.
It's a point of reference, like I said.
According to the Gospel of Luke, if Quirinius is governor of Syria,
But it's a governor. It's not the emperor.
if he's the governor of Syria,
Yeah.
instructing a census,
Yeah.
which happened in 6 CE,
Right.
and King Herod died in 4 BCE,
Right.
then according to the Gospel of Luke, King Herod cannot be king at the birth of Jesus. Because he'd be dead 10 years.
Very often in history, they'll refer to a point in time when they say it was King Herod's time. Whether he was dead or alive, it was his time. They would refer, same as you would say Renaissance. Renaissance is a period of time. They wouldn't say when it starts, when it ends.
Okay.
History doesn't speak
Who
like
spoke to the wise men
that. When?
in the Gospel of Matthew? Who told the wise men, go and find out what about this baby that's been born? Who spoke to the wise men? King Herod.
Oh, you're talking about, I thought you mean the 3 wise men. No. Okay.
The 3 wise men, the 3 magi.
Yeah.
Who spoke to them?
King Herod, you say?
Right, yeah. But according to the Gospel of Luke, King Herod would have been dead 10 years.
Oh, let's look at that. Let's look it up. Show me the verse, please.
Which verse are you looking for now?
With the King Herod speaking to the 3.
You just read it in Matthew.
No challenger, no one here can defend their religion. No one want to defend Christianity and their mark of the beast of Satan bound Jesus, whose name translates to English as Lord Jesus. Yes, Satan's name.
So the flight to Egypt, you're talking about before they're going to Egypt? Wait, no, before that. Then Herod summoned the wise men secretly and ascertained from them what time the star had appeared.
Who summoned the wise men?
And and he sent them to Bethlehem, saying, "Go and search diligently for the child."
Yeah. Who summoned them?
Herod.
King Herod.
Herod, yes.
Okay, so in the Gospel of Matthew, King Herod is alive
Before Jesus was born. Yeah.
before Jesus is born.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, and he spoke to the wise men.
Yeah.
Okay, according to the Gospel of Luke,
Yeah.
King Herod's been dead 10 years.
Oh, which verse? Show me the verse, please.
Quirinius is governor of Syria, which
If
happened.
he's governor, he's not.
The governor in charge of the census.
Yeah. Pontius Pilate was in charge.
When was the
of Judea at the
census?
time as well.
The census was 6 CE, 10 years after King Herod died.
But you see, you're saying these things I can't verify, man.
We'll go verify it. Google it. Google it.
We'll
Google
be here.
it.
We'll
Verify
have
it.
to sit down and have a look
Google
at
it.
properly.
Google it. Google it.
Have a look.
Google it. When?
No, I can't. It's,
You can.
Every claim you say is for you to. If it's for you to defend your claim, not for me.
Oh, do you want me to Google it?
No,
All right,
not for
I'll
you-
Google it.
No,
I
not
don't
for me
mind.
to verify
I'll prove
your
my claim.
claim.
I'll verify
If I
it.
claim something and I say, oh, go
Okay.
look it up.
I'll verify it.
That wouldn't be fair, would it?
Okay.
Herod was a Jewish king, and
Yeah, yeah.
Romulus is a Roman god.
Yes, yeah. The point is that there's contradiction. Herod died, he said, before Jesus was born. So it's a contradiction between Matthew and Luke. So, but I was saying that it referred to a time, a period of time, not to the exact dates. That's my argument.
There were a number of Herods, and sons were Herods.
Yes,
There was Herod,
yeah.
Antipas.
Yeah.
The census of Quirinius was a census of the Roman province of Judea taken in 6 CE.
Yeah.
Upon its formation by the governor of Roman Syria, Publius Sulpicius Quirinius.
1 second.
Okay, so look.
Luke uses the census of Greece to date the birth of Jesus. Also says the time of Herod the Great, who died between 5 BCE and 1 BCE. Yeah, it refers to, like I said, man, it's a point of
No.
It's a point of
No,
reference.
it's just told you here. When was the census?
Yeah, the 6.
6 CE.
Yeah, this census, yes. Yeah, this census that Luke is talking
This
about.
was the only census.
All right, but look, this is saying, now look, I'm not going to verify history, man, yeah? I'm just saying, the Gospel Luke uses the census of Quirinius to date the birth of Jesus, but also says the time of Herod the Great, who died between these years, while the Gospel only references Herod, mostly agree that Luke is in error, while some religious scholars to defend the Gospel sometimes. Well, it's a disagreement, man.
No.
It doesn't prove
It's a
anything.
historical. No. The problem you have is, what it proves is either the author of Matthew or the author of Luke isn't historically reliable.
Look, I'll need to look this up. You've got me unprepared, but for what I have.
You called me out, man. Be careful. You've watched my videos.
No. I heard you talk to two young guys.
Yeah.
Last
Oh, you
week.
not watched my videos.
No, I watched your videos. I watched your
Well,
debates.
so you know how I operate.
No,
And you still step in the
No,
ring.
you're a good man. You're a good man.
I am a good man.
I know.
But my arguments are chokeholds.
Well, sometimes. Listen, it's a point of reference. In my opinion, it's a point.
Do you accept, if that is true what I've said to you today, then one of those two authors of those Gospels is not historically reliable?
They are historically reliable.
Well, not if they've unreliable in what they're reporting.
You're asking.
And I'll tell you a bigger problem.
You're asking me to make a
I'll
statement.
give you a bigger problem.
Go on.
There's nowhere in history that say King Herod killed babies in Bethlehem. Nowhere.
This is a historical discussion. It's not a theology, man. It's
Okay, and I'll tell you, I'll tell you why it's a historical discussion. Because my claim is the Gospels are not historically reliable. So of course it's going to be historical.
But they are.
Well, you can't keep
Because
saying they are.
it's a claim.
But now you're just delusional.
Look.
Go check out the evidence.
Listen, I'm gonna look this up. And
Yeah,
if
go look
I
it
have
up.
the chance, I'll come and say
Inshallah.
it. And then I'll.
Everybody says that to me. Nobody ever comes back.
What do you mean?
Go research it. and come
Because
back.
when you go and research it and you realise I'm correct, you've got a problem.
But you're not correct. Because like I said, it's a point of
Why
reference.
am I not correct about? What have I said that's not
I think
correct?
it's a point of reference.
What have I said that's not correct?
Because I think it's a point of
Did,
reference.
did King Herod die in 4
I have to
BCE or
verify
not?
these claims,
No,
but you're not proving
that's
it.
my claim. He
Right.
died 4 BCE. Okay, so if he died 4 BCE and the census was in 6 CE, then King Herod couldn't be alive at the time.
Who was king?
There was no king.
There was no king.
No, Archelaus was deposed, hence the census.
Yeah, but who was king? Who was in charge?
There was no king.
Nobody.
Augustus Caesar took control of Judea, hence the census.
No. From the time Herod died
Okay.
till the time of.
Okay, King Herod. Okay,
no,
I'll help you.
answer.
I'll answer you. King.
From the time Herod.
I'll explain to you.
Herod died
I'll explain to you.
till the census.
Okay.
Who was in charge?
Okay, according to the Gospel of Matthew, when King Herod died, his son Archelaus took over.
There you go.
Yeah? Because when Mary and Joseph returned to Bethlehem, they realized his son was in charge, so they fled to Nazareth. Okay. I don't know why they fled to a little town called Nazareth, like we don't know where it is. Anyway, now, so we know that happened. Okay. Now, when you look in history and look at the census, it was based upon the deposing of Archelaus as king.
Right.
So the time of the census in the Gospel of Luke was based upon the principle there was no more King Herods. That dynasty was finished.
There was 4 King Herod.
No. After Archelaus, the son of Herod,
John the Baptist was telling Herod that he should taken his brother's wife, Philip.
Oh, okay.
And they had the title
let me help
Herod
you.
from their
Let me
father.
help you.
Yeah. Oh, that's
When
a good
Mary,
point. I
when
forgot
Mary
about
and Joseph flee to Egypt, yeah,
Yeah.
in the Gospel of Matthew,
Yeah.
and they return to Bethlehem after King Herod dies, who has taken over?
His son.
Who is he? Archelaus.
Archelaus, yeah.
Okay. Who became King
He would be
Herod?
called Herod Archelaus.
And who became king after that?
after that, we have Herod Antipas at the time of Jesus,
Yeah.
and his brother was Philip. Herod Philip.
There was no King Herod. There was no Herodian dynasty after.
Herod Antipas. Herod
one
Antipas
second,
is the
one
one
second.
who beheaded John the
One
Baptist.
Yeah, he's the guy.
He got his daughter.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's
His
good.
daughter, or his stepdaughter, to dance for.
No, I know the story.
Yeah. So John the Baptist.
John the Baptist
is there, and he gets beheaded by Herod.
by Herod, yeah. So he was still alive then.
Who was the king as well? When John, Paul. When Paul was taken before the Roman governor and the Judean king.
That is true, actually. One second.
He says you could have been freed if you didn't claim Roman citizenship.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so there were still kings.
Yeah.
So you're right if you're saying
No,
the
I'm taking.
Romans had the
No, but the
overall
Romans.
control.
Okay, let me rephrase it. It was the time after Archelaus was deposed that the Romans taxed Judea. They didn't tax Judea before that.
I don't know exactly. The
Yeah.
That's what the census was in the Gospel of Luke.
That doesn't prove anything, man.
It does.
It doesn't prove anything. Because
It does. It does.
There's a lot of Herods.
Herod's was
No.
my argument was that Herod is used as a point of reference in time. Herod's time.
No,
Whether
but
it was him or his sons.
the problem you have, the King Herod spoken.
Yeah.
The King Herod. See, this is the problem you have, and you can. I'm sure you can verify this. The King Herod in the Gospel of Matthew is the father of Archelaus. Yes.
Herod the Great. Yeah. The one who.
He's the father of Archelaus. Okay. And
Four sons, I believe.
no, but Archelaus was the one who took over from him.
Archelaus was the one who took over in Judea.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Syria and all that area.
So
Right.
Philip. It's called a tetrarchy, a rule of four.
Right.
So Philip, I think, was somewhere in Syria, and that's the one who Antipas.
Yeah, the Antipas. Yeah.
Okay. So
So his brothers doing naughty things with each other's wives.
So Archelaus took over, yeah.
Yeah, in Judea. Yeah.
In Judea.
Yeah.
So we know which Herod we're talking about now. The Herod with a son called Archelaus, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah? So now we don't have to worry about loads of Herods.
Sure.
We know which Herod we're referring to, the one who's the father of Archelaus.
Right.
Okay. And then when Mary and Joseph came back from Egypt and they saw that Archelaus had taken over, they fled to Nazareth. Yeah? Okay. The census of Quirinius took place after Archelaus was deposed.
You see,
Where have you got the?
Yeah, I'll show you.
For that, because everything I've read, it says that they're always not unsure when this census took place.
60
that's what I mean, man.
Because there's a census taking place that forces Joseph and Mary to go to Bethlehem.
Yeah, but there's no census that would force them to go to Bethlehem. There is no foot census that would force that. It should force them to go to their home in Nazareth, not go to Bethlehem.
But that's what the Bible tells us that.
No, but that's
the ancestral home of Joseph.
But
was in
that makes no
Bethlehem.
sense. A census doesn't tell you to go to your ancestral home.
Because that's where your ancestral assets will be. The assets owned by your family.
No, but they don't want to know. They want to know where you live. They want to tax you. Who's in your family?
Your assets.
Yeah.
They want to tax what
So
you've
when the Romans did a census, they wanted to know who lives where and who's got what. Yeah. The idea that you would go to your ancestral home and not go to your residence where you live doesn't make any sense whatsoever when it comes to a census. So if the people, let's imagine the people in Nazareth were all from Bethlehem, then there's no one in Nazareth. The Romans are knocking on their door, no one's answering the door. The idea of the census was to see who lives in Nazareth, what do you own? Who lives in Bethlehem, what do you own? Now, if you want to make the claim that, they have to go to their ancestral home, why? Why would a 9-month pregnant Mary have to travel across the desert for 3 days?
Because they would have been taxing you on your ancestral heritage.
No, they were taxing you on what you own.
Getting.
No, they were taxing you on what you own.
Yeah, so Joseph would have been taxed as a craftsman.
No, but Joseph would have been taxed on his residence. A census is where you live.
Well, I mean, we haven't got the details of the census, have we?
No, we do. We know.
They carried out census as well to recruit people for the army. So there was
This
various
is the point.
reasons.
No, but this is the point.
So
A
without the actual piece of paper that says this census
No.
for this reason, it's always going to be
The
difficult.
point here is this: a census is to establish who lives where and who's got what. Whether it's to tax them, whether it's to recruit them from the army.
yeah.
Okay, so it wouldn't make no sense when you call a census that you leave the town you live in. You want to know where you live. They want to know where you live.
Well, they want to know where your assets are.
And where you live. Where's your residence?
We don't know how long they was living in Nazareth. It doesn't tell us that.
Oh, according to Matthew, they never lived in Nazareth until the end. They didn't even come from Nazareth.
Yeah. So they wouldn't have had assets there. So
No.
So Joseph was an itinerant worker.
No.
Who would have gone wherever.
According
the
to
work
Matthew,
was. He's a carpenter, isn't he? Or builder.
According to Matthew, they didn't even come from Nazareth.
Where does Matthew say they didn't come from?
In Matthew, they're already in Bethlehem. There was never a trivial.
So he doesn't say they didn't come from Nazareth. He picks up.
Well,
the
if you read the
story.
writing, it says they fled to a little town called Nazareth. Like, we don't know where this place
No,
is.
but there is a mention in Matthew
go on.
when he comes to Jerusalem and they ask, "Who is this guy?" and they say, "Oh, he's the prophet from Nazareth." So he does refer to.
No,
him
the
as-
problem you've got
No,
a.
but you said he doesn't. He does.
Okay, really?
Yeah, he does.
Show me.
21:10.
Read Gospel of Matthew. When they fled, come back, and Archelaus is still. Read what it says.
No, I'm just going to read Matthew now. 21:10.
Yeah, no problem.
Direct contact with Yahweh and his angels.
Man over there's got a direct line to God watching.
There you go.
Be careful.
Matthew 21. What?
Forget that.
No.
Sorry,
But
yeah.
you said.
We said birth narrative.
11. Matthew 21:11 says. He says Matthew doesn't even say that.
No,
Matthew says
no,
that.
no, you're not
Said,
listening.
And the crowd said, "This is the prophet Jesus
You're not
from
listening.
the Nazareth of Galilee."
You're not listening.
So Matthew refers.
You're
to
not listening.
No, but I'm pointing out to
No,
something.
we're not listening. You're not paying attention. I'll explain to you.
Did you not say that
I-
Matthew doesn't even mention?
No,
about
what I
Nazareth?
said to you,
Okay.
before Jesus is born, there is no mention of Nazareth.
No, you said Matthew doesn't mention Nazareth at all.
Before look,
before Jesus
I'm
is
telling
born.
you the difference. In the Luke narrative, they live in Nazareth, they go to Bethlehem. In the Matthew narrative,
Good for this in grammar, so I'm going to rewind back.
yeah, in Matthew, there's no Nazareth mention pre-birth.
A
The only,
pre-birth, that's
the
different
only
then,
time
now.
Matthew
No, but I didn't say that before.
That's exactly what I said. No, I'm explaining to you. The only time Nazareth gets mentioned in Matthew is after they fled to Egypt, they return to Bethlehem, they see Archelaus is in charge, and then they flee to a small town called Nazareth.
Right.
So that's the first time Nazareth gets mentioned.
I thought you said it doesn't mention it at all.
No,
I take it back.
I'm explaining to you. But in the Gospel of Luke, they begin their journey in Nazareth. And they go to Bethlehem to give birth. But that journey is not mentioned in Matthew. In Matthew, they already live in Bethlehem.
We can stand here all day and talk about the relevance of this.
No,
and that.
but there is relevance.
But because this doesn't.
is relevance.
But this doesn't affect any core doctrines of Christianity.
No,
It's all
no,
zero.
here's your problem you've got
Zero.
now. I'll explain the problem you have now.
Zero.
Okay, your core doctrines of Christianity are based upon what the Gospels teach.
That's right.
If the Gospels are not historically reliable, you can't trust what they teach.
Look,
You had the two Gospels picking up at different points in the narrative.
Yeah. Point of reference.
Matthew is focused on the royalty, which is why you get Herod mentioned and the wise men mentioned. Luke is focused on the humility, which is why you get the shepherds
Yeah.
and the stable mentioned. So they're coming in at different points in the narrative.
the same story being
because
told
By the
in-
time,
No,
by the
just
time
like-
the wise men come to Jesus in Matthew, Jesus is in a room, but in Luke he's in a stable. Because this happened after the birth.
So here's the problem you've got now. If you want to throw this in, no problem. If Luke is going to his ancestral home, why is he not going to his ancestral home?
Because there's no room anywhere.
In his own.
So yeah. That's what it tells us.
So he doesn't have a home in Bethlehem.
Well, he has ancestral property, but obviously if he's got other relatives living there, he can't go in and kick
So
them
did he
out.
go to those places?
We're told there was no room at the inn.
Why is he going to an inn?
Because there must have been a reason why the ancestral property is occupied.
It's a rhetorical device used by Luke to put Jesus' birth in Bethlehem to fulfill Micah 2. We know what he's doing. Anyway, one second.
unless it's happened. Unless that's
But
exactly what happened.
it can't happen because the census that's called, happens 10 years after King Herod dies.
But again, you're going about it.
That's what we're going back to.
Well, no, but the
Herod.
King
Not
Herod.
Herod the Great.
We just established who the King Herod is, isn't it? Father of Archelaus.
Yeah, he would be Herod Archelaus. There would have been Herod Antipas. There would be
No.
Herod Philippi.
No.
Or
So
something.
Herod
No.
is a period of time.
Herod
Who is the father of bloody Archelaus?
Archelaus? Herod the Great.
So Herod the Great is alive and kicking in the Gospel of Matthew.
In Matthew, so when wise men came,
Herod the Great.
yeah.
According to Luke, based upon when the census was, Herod the Great would have been dead 10 years before.
Why did he say Herod the Great?
Because King Herod the Great died 4 BCE.
Does Luke say that it was Herod the Great or just Herod?
Father of Archelaus.
So so the father of Archelaus. Yeah.
Okay, I understand something. My God, this is madness.
Yeah. Well, because we've got
Luke
Herod.
doesn't mention King Herod. Luke doesn't mention King Herod.
But you're mentioning King Herod.
The reason I'm mentioning King Herod, because Matthew says Herod the Great was king at the birth of Jesus. According to the Gospel of Luke, based upon the census that was held 10 years after Herod the Great died. Yeah?
I don't know where you get the 10 years from.
Okay, when did King Herod the Great die?
So these dates. So King Herod died about 3 or 4 years after.
When did he die?
We don't know the date.
According to Flavius Josephus, when did he die?
We don't know the exact dates.
According to Flavius Josephus, when did
You
he?
tell me what Flavius Josephus
4
said.
BCE.
4 BC, right.
4 BCE.
Okay.
When was the census of Quirinius called?
I don't know. We're
6
not given the
CE.
exact dates. People have to go and work
6
with
CE.
that.
No.
They do reverse engineering.
6 CE.
They do reverse engineering to try because there's been
Oh my
lots
God.
of debate over the census of when they took place. 'Cause like I
Yeah.
said, there was census when Jesus was born. Yeah?
Oh my God.
Luke 2:2.
Denial is not just a river in
It's not
Egypt.
denial,
It's madness.
You've got to understand.
It's
that
madness, you're just
we're
denying
talking
history.
We're talking about a tetrarchy
Right.
of
So
4
Luke-
Herods.
What are you showing me now?
Luke 2:2. Luke 2:2.
Yeah.
This was the first
Yeah.
registration when Quirinius was
Yeah.
governor of Syria.
Yeah.
So the first one of Quirinius.
Yeah.
Not the first one.
No,
there,
the first. Why the first one of Quirinius?
Because it says there the first.
Wait.
Quirinius.
Where?
The first registration.
No, first registration.
Yeah.
The first registration.
That's the census, the
The
registration.
first census.
Yeah.
Yeah. Under Quirinius.
Under
Yes.
Quirinius.
That doesn't mean there was no other census.
No,
Yeah.
but when was the census? When was that census under Quirinius done?
And all went to be registered each to his own time.
Yeah, when
Joseph-
was the census under Quirinius?
That's when he went to Nazareth.
When was the census under Quirinius?
The Bible doesn't give us a date for it.
Just like,
The
yeah.
historically documented census of Quirinius took place 6 CE. According to Jewish historian Josephus, this registration occurred when the Roman Empire deposed Herod Archelaus, son of Herod the Great, and annexed Judea into the Roman province of Syria. The new publicly appointed Roman governor of Syria, Publius Quirinius, was ordered to conduct the census to assess the population and property for taxation purposes.
And what was that from?
This is Josephus.
No, what's the website? Just so I.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's no
I
problem.
don't disbelieve you.
no,
What I'm saying is
Yeah.
that traditionally there's always been arguments about the date.
Let me see if they've.
It's always difficult when you come with a definitive date. I straight away have alarm bell saying, where did you get that
That's fine.
definitive evidence?
I'm just trying to see if there's any references because this is from Wiki.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I know it's not a great. It's not a great source.
I'm okay with
Anyone
Wikipedia.
can write
I'm
anything
okay
there.
with
I get that.
Wikipedia's a
Let me
good
just see if there's
source.
something a
Like
bit
I said,
more.
We look at the references, but Wikipedia's a good source.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
You guys are fucked. You're religious.
There you go, Justin Martyr.
Sorry,
Justin Martyr.
Justin Martyr has said this in his writing.
6 CE as well, apparently.
Right.
The census associated with Quirinius remains one of the most debated. Yeah, we get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Historical challenge, because obviously this is the problem you have.
So this is Quirinius, the Roman governor, who's overthrown.
So the census,
Archelaus.
so they deposed Archelaus
Yeah.
and annexed Judea into the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
And Augustus Caesar ordered a census to see what we got here.
Yeah.
Quirinius is put in charge of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So clearly, and it's this census that took Mary and Joseph to Bethlehem, but clearly this is happening. King Herod will be dead 10 years at this point.
So who's the king while Quirinius is doing this?
Well, it would have been one of his other sons, isn't it?
Yeah, one of his sons,
Who
yeah,
replaced
yeah,
Archelaus?
so-
I don't
so
know.
Herod.
The point is this: if Archelaus is being deposed with the census, that means King Herod the Great is not king, doesn't it? And if in it, yeah.
Herod the Great, yeah.
If the census is because of a deposed Archelaus, that would mean Herod the Great is not king. Yes.
Yeah.
According to the Gospel of Luke.
Yep.
But according to the Gospel of Matthew, King Herod the Great is king.
Matthew is saying.
So-
Matthew says King Herod the Great
Is king.
Yeah.
According to the Gospel of Luke, King Herod the Great can't be king because the census in the Luke is based upon a deposing of Archelaus after 6 years, which means King Herod is already dead.
Maybe talking about a different. It's not the same census, man. It could be a different
Yeah.
census.
No, but explain what the census is. The census is when Judea was annexed into the Roman Empire. Like I said to you, prior to that, it wasn't.
I don't see how that changes
The
anything,
first
man.
census of
Your comprehension skills are terrible then.
Really?
Yeah.
how
I
does
know
that-
it hurts. I know it's pain.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't because I know I'm right. But how does that
The
change?
delusion is
But
real.
I thought. No.
You don't understand how it works.
Right.
Do you understand if a census is taking place in the Gospel of
But
Luke
for Jesus,
based upon the
right,
deposition
God is
of Archelaus, then King Herod the Great can't be king?
We don't know which census we're talking about, first of all. If it's the same or it's another census. That is not determined.
The census-
Just because you see if it's
And your father, and my God, your God.
to date or update.
They didn't annex the place until 6 CE.
Who didn't?
The Romans.
Who was in charge
And actually,
then?
he tells them
Of where?
that this is
Before then?
Before where?
Before the
King
Romans.
Herod.
believes that the
Who
other
was the
Christians
king
are
Herod?
part of this renewed family
What?
of God in which God is their
He was,
father.
What are you on about?
so who is doing the census then? Who's doing King Herod? Which Herod?
I agree. So
Augustus Caesar is doing the census. Because they've just annexed Judea into the Roman Empire and they want to see what they got. Okay, so when this happened in 6 CE, Archelaus was deposed as King Herod. Okay? After 6 years.
I agree. But God
Which
is
means,
the father.
according to the Gospel of Luke, King Herod the Great cannot be alive.
With those other
Okay, but you will
disciples
not
in that
accept the
category,
fact that you will not
would they
accept the
be in
proposition
some
that it's
capacity
referred to a period
sons of
of
God?
time. Exactly.
Okay, so you are comfortable
So
in some
during
sense
Herod's
saying Jesus is
time.
the son of
Okay,
God.
if King Archelaus is king, King Herod is dead. God's sake.
It's not.
Do you agree with that principle?
We agree.
If King
agree.
Archelaus,
All right.
if King Herod Archelaus is
Okay.
king, King Herod the Great is dead.
Herod the Great is dead, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. So if the Gospel of Luke is based upon a census, based upon a deposition of Archelaus, then according to the Gospel of Luke, King Herod the Great is dead, yes?
Sorry, I missed that.
Sorry.
I'm trying to look at the.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
the scriptures.
If historically the census of 6 CE is based upon a deposition of Archelaus in the Gospel of Luke, then that, according to the Gospel of Luke, King
Only
Herod the
in the
Great has
sense
to be dead.
that
Herod
if
the Great
Jesus
is
were
dead
here, he
when-
would have said, let me
Has to be.
my Father,
So when they
the
come-
Father
yeah, when they come back.
actually is God, because
No.
God created Jesus.
Gospel of Luke. Forget Matthew. Gospel of Luke. According to the Gospel of Luke, yeah, King Herod would have been dead 10 years based upon the principle that the census took place after the deposition of his son.
It depends on how you define incarnation. That has to be carefully
Therefore,
defined.
according to the Gospel of Luke, King Herod the Great will have been dead 10 years based upon the historical data
Yes.
provided by Flavius Josephus.
John,
How would you interpret those?
Do you understand that?
yeah, very good. Okay.
And
So-
if King Herod the Great is dead, based
the
upon this
beginning is a
principle,
quote in our
then
from
Matthew
the
is incorrect when he says
Genesis
King
chapter
Herod was the one who spoke to the
So
three
in
wise
Genesis
men.
chapter 1, we have God creating all things with this creative and powerful speech. Okay?
It's two different stories.
Yes, this command. Okay.
Is
that's
it, but it's the
not a
same
second
story. That's the
person.
problem. I'll tell you why it's the same story. Because when you see the
powerful
nativity
creative
and you
But
have
one
three
says,
wise
"In the
men,
beginning was the
shepherds,
Word," namely, in the beginning
in a
was God,
stable.
personified,
Okay, this is
creative,
the
powerful
combination of
speech.
both
That word
natures.
naturally was with
In
them,
the Gospel of
and
Matthew,
that word
there's no
came down out of
shepherds.
heaven became flesh, which means
There's no
God's creative
stable.
and powerful speech became embodied in Jesus.
It
I think
means
actually at his baptism,
you've
I think the
taken
word became
both
flesh at
contradictory
Jesus' baptism,
historical
not at his
data
birth.
and combined
I
them
think that's
to
the
make one
argument
historical
of
data,
the
which cannot be
and
true.
also the later narrative of John chapter 1.
That's what you've done.
So Jesus walks around saying, the words that I speak, they're not my words, they're the words of God. Because he's God's
Forget that.
spokesperson. He's God's
Forget
mouthpiece.
Matthew's motives for doing what he's doing. Forget that.
Luke is on the humble side.
It doesn't help you.
Basically-
You know it doesn't help you.
Okay.
If what I'm saying about the Gospel of Luke and the
So I'm just reading here
yeah.
the historical discrepancy that
Yeah.
has been argued for years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not a new
Absolutely.
argument.
No, but it's not a new argument.
That's why I've said they've always argued about the dates.
Not argue about the dates. Show me where's the argument in the dates.
Yes, it's always a history. The Catholic,
Gotcha. Okay.
It fits perfectly.
What's the argument?
this is Wikipedia.
Yeah, bro. I've been watching rebuttals all morning.
Yeah, creating the timeline discrepancy that historians and biblical scholars debated
Yeah.
for centuries.
Well, if
No.
the word
Tell me-
is a
No,
personification.
tell me the dispute between when King Herod died. Tell me where that's disputed.
And that's fine, but the word's not a person. It's just
No.
we're talking about
When King
personification
Herod
here.
died,
Okay?
when
Like
Flavius
if you
Josephus
were,
says 4 BCE. Okay. Okay.
But that's what I'm
Which
saying.
historian says it wasn't 4
personification of
BCE?
your might and your grandeur.
It makes sense in that context.
Yeah.
But if you are like a person,
What'd you say to
No.
that?
like, in the
To
Bible,
Luke,
Not in the
when it
Bible.
says the first, when it says the
There's
first
no triune God in the
registration.
Bible.
Okay.
Okay.
Should have been another one. He's referring to the first. We have to be another registration. Another census he's talking about.
No.
They're referring to two different.
Because it was the first census on the region, because it's the first time that the Romans annexed the region.
But he's pointing out to the first registration.
Yeah.
It means it could have been a second.
Yeah.
It could have been a third. It could have been a fourth.
Oh, okay, I'll say it again to
Could
you.
have been other.
Yeah.
I'll say it again to you. The census, which was called by Augustus Caesar, which was when Quirinius was governor of Syria, happened in
Is for
6
to
CE.
embody the fate
Happened.
of the people.
According to Flavius
as
Josephus,
the king,
according
the
to
king who
Justin
represents
Martyr,
his people,
it
as the
happened
Messiah,
6 CE.
which we all agree, Jesus
And
is
if it happened in 6 CE,
the
the
Messiah,
census
the role
that
of the
would
Messiah
mean,
is the one
in the,
person who
according to the
represents
Gospel
his
of Luke, King Herod the Great would have been dead
to
10
battle
years.
with Goliath. It was one person.
So that
David,
means
went out and
if
fought
Matthew's
that
got
whole
King Herod the
country.
Great
So when
talking,
David sinned,
Matthew's historically
okay,
incorrect.
Like his one sin
what
actually
the
affected all the
scholars
people.
are
So
saying.
within the role of the Israelite king,
The debate is because the dates are
So what,
did the
I'll tell you the
census-
debate. The debate is this.
he did a census.
It's not a historical debate.
That God didn't.
It's not historian versus historian.
Census.
It's historian
Counting all
versus
the people
theologian.
in his nation
That's the
to see
problem.
how-
We're coming with facts,
It was because
reality,
it was out of
archaeology.
pride in
You're
order
coming
for him
with,
to see,
well,
like,
my
how
belief
great his
says
kingdom
this.
actually was.
And that's the
I thought
difference.
his sin was.
David had a
There's
lot
no
of sin.
dispute historically
David
when
had a
King
lot of
Herod
sin.
died.
From silence.
Okay, but-
No, yours is
okay,
the argument from
so-
silence.
sure.
I'll tell you why yours. I'll tell you why yours is the argument from silence.
You can't prove it.
You're
As
the one
the
saying, "Oh,
son
maybe
of
there was
David,
another
as
census.
the heir
Maybe there's a different one."
Israelite
Okay,
king, that's the
understand
climax
something.
of these
When you
Davidic promises.
maybe this and
He
maybe
also
that,
is a
that's
king
your
in
argument from
Jewish
silence.
ideology as
So
the one
please don't
person
pivot
that
on me.
represents all of his
You're
people.
doing the argument from silence. I'm giving you argument from history.
From the line of David, because
You're the one arguing, "Oh, maybe this and maybe that," ignoring what's in front of your face. Why? Because it wrecks everything.
It doesn't wreck
Yes.
anything.
Yes.
Well, it does.
There's no bearing
I'll tell you
on
what it
anything.
does. I'll
There's
tell you
no
why it wrecks
bearing on
everything. Because you have to choose now which one is historically reliable. Now,
these are birth narratives.
which
Yeah,
which
very good
can't-
question.
which-
Okay, so
as
in
my
both
friend
Matthew
said,
and Luke,
no,
those genealogies, okay, and they're independent testimonies.
No, no, but the problem is-
Matthew's not copying Luke.
No, you-
They both indicate on their own.
So here's the
separately,
problem
not
you
copying
got.
each other,
So here's the
that
problem you
Mary
got.
was betrothed to David prior
It
to
doesn't.
finding out that the Spirit
It
had
doesn't.
created Jesus in her.
It doesn't.
Micah 5:2.
So it doesn't.
That's the theological side.
No,
of
but
it.
this is the problem. It evidences the authors of the
Sorry,
Gospels
Joseph.
manipulated
Sorry.
history to make it fulfill prophecy.
One second. Yeah, we're talking about something.
100%.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
There was no reason
Yeah.
for Joseph to go to Bethlehem for a census. No need.
No, but
He
Joseph
should be
was
in
of
his
the line
bloody
of
herd.
David. And so
He
if
should be
Mary
traveling
is
to Bethlehem with
betrothed to Joseph,
a
she
9-month
now
pregnant
joins
Mary.
into that family.
Bethlehem is the city of David.
Okay.
And the Messiah will come.
A
from the
census
city of
doesn't tell you to go to your
Ministry of
ancestral
Jesus.
home. Name a census that tells you to go to your ancestral home.
No, she was brought into the line of David by being
Name a
betrothed to someone
census
of the
in
line.
history that tells you to return to your home of your ancestors.
If the authorities want to know your real worth, your value, nowadays we
But
do
when
a
a
pick
mother
by post. So if the taxman
into
comes
the
to me,
clan
they want to know
of
my
the husband.
properties in this place or that place. Historically, they didn't have
No,
that.
no, but the mother
When there's a
does.
census, where do they look at? Your residence,
Okay.
where you live.
They look at the assets.
I think
Where you live. Return to where you live is what a census
I
says.
could live over there and have mansions
right.
over there, and then I wouldn't be paying any
Oh,
tax.
okay. You go to your residence in a census, so you can be counted.
If this is a tax census,
Okay, but that's my point, though.
Then you go to where your
Whenever
assets
Mary
are,
gets-
because that's what they want.
Well, they didn't have any
From
bloody
the line
assets
of-
because apparently they
now
give birth in a
joined
stable.
to that clan in the same way
Didn't have any assets, it
that
seems.
Rahab
No room at the inn.
joined into the
Oh,
line
they had no
ultimately that
family.
led to
Everyone
King
was
David,
going back for
and
the census.
Ruth
Apparently, Joseph
joining
is
in with
returning to his
Boaz,
family home.
ultimately joined
Yeah.
into
But he has
the
no family
Israelite
home.
clan. That's
The
all.
family
That's even
there
part of the
already.
genealogy.
Where?
That's
According to
what the
who?
Old Testament.
Again, argue from silence.
It's from where
Again, argue from silence.
Because
You
genealogies
and,
are
okay, let's just set one principle.
It's rational.
Let's not worry about this. Let's establish one thing. Do you accept, based upon the historical data,
This isn't my
that
argument.
according
This
to the
is what the
Gospel of
biblical
Luke's
authors
timeline, King Herod the Great cannot be alive?
Yes.
In Luke's timeline, when they after Jesus is born,
No, before Jesus was born.
Of their tradition. Sorry?
Before Jesus was born.
But these dates are disputed. These dates are disputed.
So
They are
the Jews say, no, this is how we.
Say it again, sorry?
Herod is alive.
Just like your religion, you know, you wouldn't want
According to the Gospel of Luke.
Yeah.
Herod ruled.
like I wouldn't want some.
King Herod the Great, according to the Gospel of Luke, is alive before Jesus was born.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, before Jesus was born.
Really?
Yeah, before Jesus was born.
So a 9-month... Okay.
You're saying Jesus was born at
Oh,
this time.
let me make it easy for you. Before Mary, after being 9 months pregnant, gave birth to Jesus, according to the Gospel of Luke, based upon the historical data, King Herod the Great would have been dead 10 years.
So he was before Jesus was born. That's what I said. You're not making sense.
No.
Yeah, so he was before.
Okay, I'll say it again to you. When a 9-month pregnant Mary,
us messing up the
yeah,
tradition.
hears about
your
the census
understanding
and
that
they
the
have to travel to
Jews
Jerusalem,
didn't think that
based
was
upon the historical
legitimately
data,
of the line of
King
David.
Herod the Great would be
How come
dead.
that accusation is not there in
Okay,
the New Testament?
but the-
People are disagreeing
okay,
with
okay.
discipleship. How come that's not an objection that they bring up?
Made a simple slip of the tongue saying that.
No, you just took before he was born, like talking 10 years before. I'm not. Do you think I'm arguing King Herod the Great was
But it
never king?
gives all of these reasons.
Yeah, but it's a stupid thing to pick. So I'll say it again to you. So let's just ring fence what I'm saying now. Let's just ring fence what I'm saying now. So
Okay.
According to the Gospel of Luke,
Okay.
a 9 months pregnant, when Mary is 9 months pregnant with Jesus, is it cold? Okay, sorry. According to
I think in
the
Deuteronomy
Gospel of
25,
Luke,
it is
a
consistent
9
the way
months
that
when
they
Mary
understand
was
a
9
woman
months pregnant,
becomes betrothed to
yeah,
the husband.
King Herod
now
the Great
joins
would be
into
dead.
that husband's.
According to historical data.
And this is what historians have been debating for hundreds of years.
Okay.
Do you agree or not?
I agree that historians have debated it for hundreds of years.
No, historians not debating it.
They are.
They haven't debated.
It shows you.
No, you showed me historians versus theologians. Show me historians versus historian.
Theologians and historians. have
Show me
been
historian
debating
versus
for hundreds of
historian.
years.
Okay.
If it's open and shut, there's no debate.
I'll say it again to you. Do you agree with me or not? When Mary was 9 months pregnant with Jesus, King Herod the Great would be dead, according to the historical data, based upon the census
Not
of
of this
Quirinius.
world. Okay, because world, in the Gospel of John, if you're ever seen that passage, world cosmos does not mean third rock.
Hundreds of years.
Show me
World
the
is
argument.
God's creation that is evil and in need of redemption.
Show me the
So
argument
his
between
kingdom is not
historians.
It's not derived
Okay, I'll give you a historian,
from this
Flavius
fallen
Josephus.
creation.
Yeah, okay.
His
Bring me an
kingdom is
opposition
divinely
historian.
ordained by God himself.
Bring me an opposite historian.
Take everything Flavius.
Just
not
show
of
me
this world.
Pliny the Younger.
Show me Pliny the Younger saying that.
I just said that. I just said
a different view of what was happening.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Israel.
Show me.
It's a
Show me
heavenly
that.
kingdom. It's ordained by
Show me
God.
Pliny the
He may
Younger.
not mention
Yes.
the birth. but
I need you to show me.
He's got a different history of Israel, the Middle East, than Josephus.
Okay, you cannot make a claim that historians are disputing the date unless you can show me historians disputing the date.
For hundreds of years, not since the first time.
Show me.
So it's only in the last hundreds of years that they've come up with this problem. They said, actually, now that we've got more accurate
Flavius
dating,
Josephus said it.
they've said now that we've got more accurate dating, this is
Yes.
the problem. So
You
Okay,
asked
so
what he was
Flavius.
doing in the
Okay, one second.
Because
So
Jesus-
Flavius Josephus says King Herod died 4 BCE. Flavius Josephus says
no,
that
he
the
said-
census
no.
of Quirinius
No,
took place
you asked
6 CE.
citizens of this world, and you
Okay,
asked if-
show me the argument
different
against
questions.
that.
His kingdom is not derived. They are. I agree.
Chronology that cannot be
So this is
proven.
why
He's,
I
I think,
said,
inaugurated
if what I'm saying is
of
true,
God, because kingdom
King
also
Herod the Great
possibly
cannot be
means
alive,
reign and
according
rule
to the
and
Gospel of Luke
kingship.
timeline.
And so Jesus inaugurated that reign, and then after dying and rising and being exalted to heaven to sit at the right hand of God, okay, he's not sitting on a folding chair, he's not sitting in a hammock, he's sitting
It's
on a
got nothing to do with what I just said
but
to
it's
you.
got nothing to do with.
It's got nothing to do with what I said to you. It's got nothing to do with what I said to you.
kingdom text. Indicating
I'll tell you why it
the kingdom of God
does.
was broken into
I'll tell you why it
the
does.
full
I'll tell you why it does.
consummation is
I'll
not
tell you why it
for the
does.
future.
First thing, the doctrines of Christianity got nothing to do with
That's
the
basic New
gospel.
Testament
Let's
eschatology.
understand that. Okay. Paul is the originator of the doctrines of Christianity. Okay.
That's not true.
Paul, no? Okay, show me anyone in history saying there's no forgiveness of sin without the shedding of blood. Show me anyone in history other than Paul. Okay, show me anyone before Paul.
I'm taking kind of what he
teaching
says and I'm
there's
trying
no
to-
forgiveness of sin without the shedding of blood.
We're doing good, right? We're doing okay? We're having a good time?
11.
Okay.
Yeah, read it. Tell me. Read it for me.
Yeah.
Show me.
The blood is given for the atonement.
Okay.
Sure.
This is Jewish.
Okay. Well, you can't pay in flour?
Right.
You can't pay in flour?
When you said the kingdom, not this.
No.
You can't pay in flour?
Certain sins.
11:17.
I
Yeah?
think
Yes.
it's 11:17 is it? So the life of the blood is in the flesh.
Right.
So you can't.
The flesh is in the
So you can't pay. You can't pay for your
Yes,
sins
I
in flour.
Depends what sins out. So the Jews had a whole range of different.
Okay. Could you pay in flour?
Depends what sin it
As
is.
soon-
Okay. So if there was a sin that you could pay,
Wait, is it your contention that Paul was the only one that says
It's been inaugurated, but not
that
fully
sins can be
no,
forgiven?
no.
but-
My contention is
What is it?
Paul is the only one who said
I know,
there is
I know.
no forgiveness of sin without the shedding of blood.
So Paul was the only one that said it.
No one said it before him.
And that's
That is your contention.
that's Jesus Christ forgiving all sin. That's what
I'm not.
Paul
I'm
is
not.
relating to.
Listen. Show me where anyone before Paul said it.
that believe in Jesus, those Christians, have been forgiven of their sins.
No, you're talking about the kingdom.
Yes.
So kingdom are people, not actually.
I think a kingdom. I think is in real, based on all creation.
So where is this kingdom without sins?
Okay. The Christians have their sins forgiven.
Oh, so you're not sinning at all?
I'm not sinning right now. I don't.
17:11. Yeah.
No, I don't think I'm understood as a sinner right now.
Are you a sinner or not?
No, I'm forgiven.
You're not a sinner, you're sinless.
I
Wow, that's a big
went.
claim.
Say I'm sinner. I made.
Careful what you say.
Okay.
Matthew 26:28.
The victim.
includes you.
Jesus
For
did
the
not
life.
sin.
Matthew 26, what are you doing?
Yeah, Matthew 26.
We quote Matthew for.
For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you on the altar to make atonement for your soul.
Yeah.
Atonement is.
What was my question?
Yeah.
Okay.
For it is the blood that makes atonement by the life.
Okay, what did I ask you for?
You asked about sin.
I asked you for evidence that there's no forgiveness of sin without the shedding
I
of
have
blood.
sinned, but I'm forgiven.
26,
But I'm not
28.
viewed as a sinner.
Jesus talking. And he took a cup, and then when he had given thanks, gave it to them, saying, "Drink of it, all of you, for this is my blood, the covenant, which is poured
If I
out
repent,
for many for the forgiveness of sins."
Okay, I'll say it again to you. My question is, show me where it says there's no forgiveness of sin. So are you saying
That's
without
not
blood
like-
you can't
I've
be
never
forgiven
said
your
that.
sins?
Exactly.
I've never said
Okay, so when you give flour, then what?
But then Jesus is telling.
So when-
wait. Let's go back to what you said. He said, "There's no forgiveness of sins."
No, that's not what I said.
Wait. Did you not say that there's no forgiveness before Paul? Nobody's ever.
Yeah.
That I'm sinless.
There's no,
I did not
there's no
say that.
forgiveness of sin without the shedding
did
of
not-
blood.
Yes.
There you go.
said that.
Doesn't say that.
It says that.
It doesn't say that.
Mate,
Jesus pouring out his blood.
It doesn't say what I
this is
just
my
asked for.
blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins.
No, where does it say if you don't drink this blood you can't be forgiven? That's what you meant to be showing me.
That's not what you said.
I asked you to show me where anybody said there's no forgiveness of sin without.
You're changing what you said.
Okay, I'll repeat myself. I told you, Paul is the one who taught there's no forgiveness of sin without the shedding of blood. Then I asked you, show me anyone before Paul.
Yeah, there you go.
That's not that. That's not saying that.
That's saying the forgiveness of sin.
It is saying.
Where does that say if you don't do this, you
It's not
won't
what
be
you do.
forgiven?
It's not what you don't do. Then now you're flip flopping it, man.
I'm flip-flopping.
Yeah, because it's saying that's how sins are forgiven.
That,
But
no. Well, okay.
That is how sin
So
is
you can't be
forgiven.
forgiven sin through repentance alone.
No, there has to be the shedding of
the
Jesus'
shedding
blood.
of blood.
You-
Someone
you-
is the payment. Is the payment of the sin.
So you have to pay.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no forgiveness of sin without paying blood.
Paul is saying that the shedding
Paul
of
is
Jesus'
enforcing
blood
what Jesus
is
said.
Oh, okay. So if the wicked man needs forgiveness of sin, he has to pay in blood. Is that what we're saying?
Jesus
That's what
is
Jesus
paid
is
and
saying,
paid.
yeah.
So there's no forgiveness otherwise.
but did Jesus
Jesus
claim?
repent. Jesus has
Oh, the wicked man has to repent.
That's fine. Okay,
forgiven the sin
but
in
God
his
can
blood.
grant
No.
the prerogative to
What about the wicked man before
to his
Jesus?
The wicked
No,
man,
you're changing it over
they had the old
now. You're
covenant.
changing it over.
What do you mean?
They had the old covenant.
I thought this was based on the Old Testament. What are you saying?
This is the new covenant.
But you quote Leviticus. Why quote Leviticus?
You wanted to see where blood was used.
No, I didn't ask where blood is used. This is the problem. You're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm not asking you. Show me anywhere in the Bible where it says
I don't
blood
think
can
you
forgive
qualify
sin.
for that passage.
That's not what I'm asking you for. I'm asking you to show me anywhere in the Bible it says without blood you can't be forgiven.
Yeah, and so it's
You're not showing me.
a document that's written
You're not
to
showing me it.
Here we go.
who should know better.
Leviticus
Who
17:11.
should be acting to where they're not
For the life of
continually
the flesh is in the
habitually.
blood. And
So
I've
saying
given
if
it
you're
for
going
you
to
at the
ignore
altar
that,
to make
ignore your
atonement
covenant
for
obligations,
For it
and go
is
on
the
and continue
blood
to do
that
that,
makes
you cannot
atonement by-
claim to be a child of
Make
God.
atonement by the life.
You're actually
You haven't shown me it.
Oh, but you keep saying that. I'm showing it to you.
Some of them do.
This is the problem. This is the disconnect. You're not showing me.
Okay.
You need to show me.
But there's
What do you wanted to say? What do
I
you
wanted to say, if you don't pay in blood, you can't be forgiven.
Matthew 26, 28.
No, it doesn't say that.
Oh, mate, yeah, now you're being cheeky.
No.
You're being cheeky.
Not at all.
It is saying
that's not a
exactly.
good
It's
question.
not.
You can't say.
That's not even a contention, man. The Pope came up with
It is content. Yeah, Paul came up with that.
Show me the verse in Paul. Show me the verse that Paul said
We do,
that
we do.
exactly that.
Okay.
Let's do it this way.
Can I ask you about?
Let's do it this way.
You think that Jesus is a prophet?
Because then we have to go
Okay.
to Paul.
Did
then we have to
Jesus
go to that.
we'll do it this way.
things that
The
God
verse that
told
Paul
him
said
to
We'll do-
that
look.
cannot be without that.
fit all
Okay,
his
let's
words
do that.
true?
The blood of Jesus
No. Let.
being shed, there is no forgiveness of sin.
Yeah.
Paul is relating to
We're in the
Jesus.
Bible.
Exactly. But
Who
then we're saying
came
that
up?
there's no-
1 second.
No forgiveness. He's saying that yes, there is forgiveness.
The
with
Quran
blood.
say you need to
Yes,
follow
there
the
is no
Gospels?
forgiveness without blood. That's what he's. That's
And he's
what.
speaking of the blood of Jesus.
Yeah.
This is the wrong interpretation.
I wasn't.
I'm saying you should have stick. You should
I'm
have
going to
stuck.
leave it on that one because that's getting noisy next door.
Very nice. So check out what I said to you historically. Be honest.
Yeah, I'll check. I know that there are disputes about it, but yeah, it's not something I've looked in.
We'll look into it.
I will look
Because it
into
is something I have looked
Last
into.
time you said to me look into the church fathers, I went and looked into the church
But
fathers.
I'm
what was the
asking
question
something
I
about
asked you to do?
Jesus.
It was about
Obviously, we
it
have
was
Jesus
in
and
the
things in the
whole
Bible.
of Polycarp's letters he doesn't mention.
No.
And the whole of his letters is one letter.
I know.
One letter, and he does mention against the Docetists.
But he never claims to be a disciple of John.
He does, yeah. But we'll
He doesn't.
leave it there. Leave it there.
He doesn't. It's Irenaeus that says that. He doesn't say it.
Yeah, I know. We have to go
He said he
by
does.
Yeah. You say.
No. That's not him saying it, is it? Because that's him saying it, and it's not him saying
But
it.
he's only written one letter. That's
Oh,
what I'm
okay,
saying.
so I said you don't have him
But
saying
I
it.
will listen. I will go away and research that, and I'm sure I will find
Yeah.
that I
enough
was
for
right
today,
all
man. Leave it.
along
Leave it,
anyway.
it's fine.
Let's just do this one last thing.
Like adultery. Lot
Jesus didn't commit any sin.
No, I'm saying David.
David.
What is he shouting about?
Yes.
I see them in a different light to you.
Okay.
Jesus is a prophet.
Okay. What? Tell me. I'll let you define.
I'm just
What
doing
does it
one
mean
thing,
that
yeah?
Jesus is a prophet, and also is Jesus
Let's see.
sinless?
According to us,
Yes.
the prophets are sinners.
Okay.
Because they are handpicked by God.
Right.
Imagine you are
Ready?
the CEO of a company.
Right.
Yeah?
So that's the question.
Someone
America, are you kidding me?
Is that
You
fair?
can't be doing this, bro.
Is that fair?
Man, okay.
ever pick them as your,
No.
because your vetting program,
Without the shed of blood, there is no forgiveness. There's Leviticus, Hebrews,
their
later theologians.
actions, they do it in website.
Right.
Oh man, it's essentially Jesus, man. He's pointing out to the fact that Jesus.
Okay, you believe Jesus. So are you saying after Jesus' sacrifice, there'll be no more sacrifice out of animals?
Picked by God.
Right. Okay.
He knows
No need more.
The salvation
Okay.
he wouldn't pick someone
is complete.
I understand. So there's no more need to sacrifice animals
We
now for blood
go
sacrifice.
to learn the things that
Okay,
this
so
God
when the third
selected
temple's rebuilt,
prophet
why is it going to be a
Jesus
place to
said?
sacrifice
Where
animals?
can we see that
All
information?
right, man.
yeah.
You're jumping.
I'm basing it based on the Quran.
Okay.
Jump into a different.
Okay, is the third temple now or after?
What are we doing now?
The third temple, the rebuilding of the third temple. When is it going to take
Okay, we're
place?
talking about
The true
something
God.
else, man, first of all.
It's the same principle.
Okay, I agree.
settle
Okay,
this first.
now,
We
does
don't
the
wanna
Quran contain all of the things that Jesus said, or are there things that Jesus said that the Quran does not mention?
Jesus never said that.
In Mark, in Mark,
Okay, I know.
Mark 10,
And
10:48.
doesn't mention the entire.
Mark 10:48.
Okay,
It's not a Bible.
okay,
Like the Gospels.
okay.
So
Mark 10:48.
Quran gives you things which are
You
required.
can have a different interpretation, and I respect that. But do not say it hasn't been said.
It hasn't been said.
You know, it has been said. You're interpreting it differently.
Hasn't. No,
John 10:48.
You're just using your
Mark 10:48.
Christian lens to read.
Hamza, I like talking to you because you're respectful.
And to be honest with you, Matthew's not even reliable because King Herod's dead.
Getting drunk
This is
at
an
night
unresolved,
and
this is an
exposing his
unresolved
nakedness.
chronology.
It's done.
No, it's not.
It's done. Just because you don't know, it's done, mate.
Prophets selected by God in the Bible, which you don't find.
For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many.
Marriage.
This is the shedding of
Why not? Why not ransom for all?
In fact, when
We can look at
Why not all?
We can look at the Greek and the word. And the
Oh, okay.
Well, that's an interpretation, you see.
No. I'll say it again to you. Matthew is not reliable.
I believe that. I think it is.
I wish
think
you
it's
well.
more reliable than Quran, man.
Okay.
If you applied the same rules you just did
okay.
with chronology and history and Quran falls flat on its
Give me one example.
There's no collaborative.
Give me one example.
Okay, now how do you know he's
Wait,
misportrayed?
Wait.
Okay.
Let me first. No, thank
They
you.
look like been out for days.
Thank you. There's no collaborative evidence as much as there is for the Bible. For Quran, you're not even there. Historical evidence.
Go do your research.
Do your research.
Take care.
Honestly, you do need to.
Really?
That's already been dealt with so long.
It hasn't.
Yeah, it's been dealt with again.
Historically, proper
Every
chronology.
day it's been dealt with. Honestly,
Because,
that's the old
as I
regurgitated argument for the last 30, 40 years.
See, but you don't.
You know
but
what?
don't
He's
do that.
questioning. He's questioning the authenticity.
okay, he was a righteous man, but I've already pointed out.
And originality.
Okay, because
and
the
also
Messiah
originality meaning
is
where did the Bible come
the
from?
one
Who
person
wrote
who
it?
represents
wrote
all
it?
the authors.
He's questioning all of them.
Seriously, you're gonna
So what
argue
he's
that?
doing? No, he's does.
I am arguing that.
He's done that.
Who wrote the Bible?
But you
Who
didn't.
authored? No, who authored the Gospels?
Who authored the Quran?
Allah.
No, he didn't.
He did.
Did he write it?
imagine you
What do you mean by author it?
Authored it. So what do you mean by authored?
I'll explain something to you. I'll help you. If my man here, right,
yes.
has Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone,
Right.
okay,
I think that's short
and
circuiting.
I have an earpiece in me, yeah, and he's reading it word. Listen,
Where faith comes from.
listen, and he's reading it, and I'm reading it, and then you're writing down what I'm saying. At the end of it, we'll have a book.
Okay, because
Harry Potter's Philosopher's
his
Stone.
path
Identical
is
to that
go
one, yes?
And to do the
Okay.
one thing
Am I
that
the author?
Israel could
Yeah, on this example, yes.
No, I'm not.
Israel-
J.K. Rowling is the author.
breaking
this
the
example-
laws of the laws of
No,
Moses.
I'm
and
not.
part
Well, hang on a
says
second.
J.K. Rowling is still the
they
author.
do all the right
on
things.
this
They
example-
blessing. If they ultimately
You have a good
do,
point.
they get cursed.
But it doesn't
Khalas.
apply. It doesn't
But Jesus
apply.
Well, it
himself
does.
is the one
Allah
that- the
reveals to
one
Angel Jibril, who reveals to
able
Muhammad, and the
represent
people
all of his
record
people
it.
in his role, in his
You can't prove it.
Yeah, obviously.
Messiah as the king to represent his people. It's
Yes.
already there in the Old Testament.
Yes, I can.
Would you?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Shall I prove it?
And so he's able to take.
You would have to
himself.
demonstrate Muhammad was a liar, crazy, or deceived. Which one is he?
He took upon the
You have to.
of the entire people.
You have
the entire
to.
people.
In your reality, he's one of them. Which one?
Because he volunteered.
Please, let's be respectful.
This is respectful.
Respectfully, my argument was this: you have to apply the same chronology.
Yeah, we can do.
The same chronology.
We can
the
do.
historical evidence
We can do.
to Quran, but we can't.
We can do.
I think we should do that because you said you believe so. When you said, do
you know what belief means?
And I said faith.
No.
Yeah, believe in things unseen.
No.
that you can't see.
Accepting something to be true is what belief means. And to accept something to be true, you need to hear the reasons as to why you should accept it to be true.
Look,
See, you're the one who has blind faith. Take care. Where are you from anyway?
Albania.
Albania. mashallah. You should be a Muslim, man. What are you doing?
Muslim.
Back in this Christian nonsense.
Do you know many Muslim Albanians?
I don't.
Religion is not taking Albania.
They did. God paid it.
In my Balkan.
I understand, but that's part of the story, and that's not part of your. So that's why it's apples and oranges.
Namaz 5 times
Yes.
a day. You can hear. Free to do that. There's a Catholic cathedral about 300-400 meters on one side. You can see an Orthodox church far up the hill. And we all live in peace and harmony. We've never had any.
No one is disputing that, bro. No one is
He's
disputing that.
said that he was going to do that.
Pure
No.
religious harmony. Albania is
He's the prophet. He spoke words of God, and those words are true.
I don't know what happened during the Kosovo War. Was
Jesus
there not a little bit of
predicted
brief there?
that he was
No?
going to die.
That was the Serbs.
Okay.
No, you must have had issues in Albania.
Okay, I understand.
Oh, was it not?
Well, first of all, it's
Fine, well,
Albanian.
I know, I understand.
It's a predominantly Albanian inhabited
Yeah.
region. We once were together. They got separated, different wars.
Okay.
And then
But
it went under
your
the
analogy
Serbians
falls short
who
because
completely terrorized and did ethnic cleansing and all that. Majority is Muslim. Albanians, of course, are Muslim majority. But no, between Albanians,
Would God ever
Go research what I said to you. I'll make you famous.
Man, don't make me. Please don't put that on.
No, I have to.
No consent.
People have to learn. People have to learn.
No, don't.
No. I promise you, I'll make sure.
No, don't.
Look, I'll be honest with you, these are not my cameras. Okay,
No.
my cameras are not here.
I said it in the beginning.
No, but the information is important.
Man, I wanted to talk to you. I don't want to talk to the camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I understand. But when I have a certain amount of time,
Respectfully, I ask you. You can still go ahead and do whatever you want. I'm sure you'll do
I don't think
whatever
you're
you want.
on camera.
No, but I prefer it if you did.
No, but it was a good conversation.
I don't want to be between you. I have my own reasons. Trust me.
It was a good conversation.
It was nothing controversial. I was a witness. Nothing negative.
It's okay.
You did well.
You held your own.
Do me a favor.
And you know who Hamza is?
He knows who Hamza is. So, no, I have to disseminate the information. Today you were the muse.
But it's really nice. You're a good man.
I ask you kindly.
Let it go up, and we'll see what happens with it.
No.
Look, these guys put so many videos up. It's not on one of my
There
channels.
are cameras everywhere. We're all getting recorded.
You're not going to escape.
I bet you agree with that.
I don't have control of the cameras.
Okay.
I don't have
I'll just
control.
make sure we
You have
agree on.
control. They're your guys.
They're not my guys. I'm just here.
No, that's
I
their business.
prefer not.
I understand.
great.
They're not my cameras. And there's cameras everywhere. Welcome to Speak Corner.
I've been coming here for many years.
So you know the
deserve
score
it.
then?
He can voluntarily take it as his role as the Messiah. He does not.
You know, like the analogy of the judge and the son.
Okay,
The son can
okay.
literally ask to crucify you.
I understand.
But
Yeah.
you as a just judge will allow.
Yeah, Jesus himself
I'm good. You good?
doesn't deserve it. Okay? So the fact that he's able, as the Messiah, to represent his people, which is Christian teaching, that's already there in Judaism, allows himself to take upon the punishment of the
both of them.
But God
like
is a
Vince.
just judge.
I love this, especially Vince. He's a good guy, but I think I just happened to be. My prayer was answered.
They know
at
the
that
Messiah is
moment
coming to
because I spoke
represent
to him for a number of weeks. I've been speaking with him.
Okay.
But generally, he wanted to go into the depth of it. Even he had an issue with what the Jews say about Jesus and certain prophecies which basically he believes belonged to
purpose of
Jesus
his use
in
of Messiah
Isaiah.
was to defeat
He was
God's enemies.
questioning. There were two rabbis
Yes.
there.
Okay.
I took him to the rabbi. I made a movie of that
Good.
one. And
Our
he